Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jessica and I'm a part-time reseller on the Poshmark app, and I make videos on YouTube in regards to how you can increase your sales. And today's video is going to be more for newer poshers or people that are looking into starting a Poshmark closet. And I'm going to provide to you guys 5 tips on how to increase your sales and basically how to make money on Poshmark. For those of you that are not into Poshmark yet or are fairly new, Poshmark is an excellent app that you can make money either doing it part-time or full-time. I have a full-time job, so I do this on the side for fun as my fun part-time way to make some extra cash for me and my husband to actually go out and do fun things. So I use Poshmark for that. So my sales vary per month. Definitely not on the very high end, but I would say on like the medium, I can make up to $1,000 per month, which in my eyes is a really great little side hustle. But if you are looking into making this more of a full-time job, there are plenty of resellers that can do this on a full-time basis, make way over $1,000 a month. So I highly encourage, whether you want to do this part-time or full-time, to get into Poshmark. I'm telling you, it has completely changed my life. It has allowed my husband and I to have some extra cash, and it's seriously the easiest app I've ever encountered. I completely fully think that you should download Poshmark, and I'm 100% in love with the app. So I'm here to make videos and tell you guys how you can increase your sales. And this video particularly, like I said, is going to be for more so newer poshers. So I'm going to start with the number one. I have a list here on my phone of 5 tips on how to make money on Poshmark. And the number one thing that when I first started, and that most new poshers don't realize, is number one, the quality of your photo should be excellent. Now, when I first started, and there's a ton of new poshers out there that do the same thing, they just lay the garments or shoes or whatever the item is on the ground or on their bed or hanging off of a door or hanging off of a chair, like not having a nice clean background. And the quality of the photo might be pixelated, dark, at a distance where you can't even tell what the item is. Now, this is a very common mistake that people have. So I highly encourage you, if you are new to Poshmark and you might even be taking pictures right now on this, just hanging up on your door or your chair and having like really dark images, I highly encourage you to retake any of your photos that do not have good quality. I'm telling you, it makes a world of a difference when the customer can see exactly what the item is. They can see the details of the item, they can see the care label, they can see the size of the item. Everything should be in the picture. It should be exactly what they would be receiving if they were to purchase that item. So I highly encourage you, as the number one tip, is to have good quality photos on Poshmark. That will truly help you first capture the attention of the purchaser, the buyer, and then it'll help your overall closet appearance look very clean. People will be able to tell exactly what you're selling, no questions asked. So I highly suggest good quality photos. The second one is having an attractive listing title. So the listing title is going to be the black bold title underneath the item, which I'm going to pull up right now so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. But this is very important to attract the customer, because if they are looking for a plus size blazer, and they type that into the search engine, they're going to want to specifically see what they just typed in on the title. And if you have that as your title, then that might be, an automatic way that a customer is going to pull up your specific item. Ooh, I just sold a sweater. That's at full price. That makes me so happy. So for example, I am going to go over this item that I have right here. So this item here is a new with tags. So if you're new to Poshmark, you might see something that says NWT. That's slang for new with tags. And Poshmark does a great job of having a library full of the abbreviations, because a lot of resellers do use abbreviations. So definitely go check that out. But anyways, so this item is new with tags, and you can see I'm at the very bottom on here. It says new with tags, Anthropologie Meadow Rue. And I could also include top, make it say top up there. But anyways, it says new with tags, Anthropologie Meadow Rue. So I'm saying exactly what the item is. Number one, it's new with tags. That's really important. You definitely want to promote that as much as possible, because people are looking for items that have never been worn before. So new with tags. And then you're including the brand. So especially if it's a popular brand, like Anthropologie is extremely trendy and there is a huge market for it on Poshmark, you want to include that in the title, because people are looking for that. If I want to go find an Anthropologie top, it better have the word Anthropologie in the title. That is going to attract customers, especially if you have like designer items, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Fendi. Like, you want those names to be in the title. That will help the buyer click on that item, and I'm telling you, you will see an increase in traffic to the item, more likes, more attention, more people asking questions about it. It will attract based on the title. So I always do a couple of different things with the title. Number one, always include if it's new with tags, NWT, putting that first. Second, if it's a popular brand, or typically even if it's just like a mediocre bread and butter type of brand, you still want to include it, because that's how people are searching, is by the brand. So first, new with tags, then the brand, and then the third thing I would include is if it's a top or a dress or jeans, so the item. So new with tags, the brand, and then what the item actually is. So those are the three things that I would include in the title. So number two was to have a attractive listing title. That will capture the attention of the buyer. The third thing is keywords in your description. So we're going to go back to that post, and this right here is the keywords that I use in my description. So number one is new with tags, and I'm going to put a screenshot of it up here because it's not showing up on my phone, so I will have a screenshot for you guys. So new with tags is the first thing that I listed. Then Anthropologie Meadow Rue. So I'm telling them exactly straight up front at the very top of my description what the item's brand is, especially if it's a very popular brand. You want that to be the first thing they see. Third, quarter sleeve top. So I'm describing to the buyer what I'm selling. It's a quarter sleeve top. If you have a long sleeve top, short sleeve top, you want to describe it as much as possible. The third thing I included is the color. It's like a pink-orange mix. So you want to be very precise on the exact color, because you do not want any confusion when the buyer is purchasing from you. Size, I always include the size, which is medium. And I wrote in perfect condition, it's brand new. And then the bottom, beautiful stitching and design. So the shirt, as you can see, has a really, really pretty design. And I don't want to miss that keyword in there of like stitching and design. Now, there are so many other keywords that you guys can include. Let's say you have like festival wear, you definitely want to include the word festival, boho, anything that describes your item to the best of its ability, include that in the description for as many items as you possibly can. So that's with keywords. I really truly think that keywords are important because when people are searching in the search engine for new items or items in general, they are Poshmark pulls those keywords when people are searching, and that helps go to, if you just shared the item, goes to the top of the search. So let me explain this a little further. So if I'm going in the search engine and typing in Tory Burch flats, size 7.5, and someone puts in their description Tory Burch flats, let's say they wrote Tory Burch brown, they included the color brown flats, 7.5, new with tags. If you put all that in your keywords, then that is most likely to help bring your listing to the top. Or another better example, if you have like boho festival romper, and you're including those keywords boho chic, festival wear, romper obviously, and including those keywords in your description, your item is most likely going to be at the top as well of the search engine when people are trying to find those particular items on Poshmark. Okay, number 4, sharing items daily and at party times. Now, I have a very lengthy video in my YouTube channel, so please go check that out after this video is over, on all about sharing and when I think you guys should share your closet and how crucially important it is. If you are new to Poshmark, you might not realize what sharing even is, so definitely go check out my very descriptive video on all about sharing, when you should share, how to share, exactly what it is. So some platforms don't have this, so this is something that I think Poshmark utilizes very well and very often, and all sellers on Poshmark have to use it to get their listings to the top, which I think is a great way to self-promote your closet. So sharing items is number 4. Now, I'm not going to go in detail like how to share your closet, but I'm going to go into detail why it's so important. So there are several parties throughout the day. Some parties may be menswear, like there's a athletic wear with like Lululemon and Adidas and Nike, that kind of party. There's jeans party, there's shoes party. At night they have like everything party where you can just share anything in your closet. So there's a ton of different parties throughout the day. Now these parties are at specific times, and I know Poshmark chose these times because they have seen that the maximum amount of people are on the app at those specific times of the party. So those are the times that I like to share because I know Poshmark has done the great work for us of figuring out when the most amount of people are on Poshmark. So I like to share during those times. But I also think if you can't get to sharing during those times, I still think any time throughout the day is important to share on Poshmark. If you have 5 minutes in the morning while you're brushing your teeth or whatever you're doing, making breakfast or just getting things ready before you leave, let's say you work full-time like I do, just share while you're eating your breakfast. Share your closet. When you get on your lunch break, when you get home from work or from the gym, or if you're at the gym doing cardio, share your closet. I think any time throughout the day is important, every single day, to share your closet because, like you'll see in that other video I've made, it has increased my sales dramatically from when I first started on Poshmark and I didn't even know what sharing was and I didn't know the importance of it, to now when I share at least 3 times a day. And it's so crucial, guys. The whole point of sharing is to get your listing to the top of the search engine for that particular brand. So for example, if I was gonna share that Anthropologie Meta Rue shirt, when a buyer types in Anthropologie Meta Rue, if I just shared my closet, that item that they're searching for is going to pop up first. And of course, if you're looking for an item and you see a great quality photo, you see a great title, you see a great picture, and it's the very top one because I just shared that item, you're going to click on it if you're looking for that kind of item, especially if it's new with tags. But that's besides the point. But when you share your item, it gets listed to the very top of the search engine. And people do click on the very top listings first and then work their way down, because those people are the most active at that current time. Who's going to want to buy something from someone that has not shared that item in like 6 months? They might not even be on the app anymore. You have no idea if it's even an active listing, if the person just like forgot about Poshmark or something like that. Like, you don't know. But when you see an item that literally was shared 30 seconds ago, you know that person is actively on Poshmark. They're working it. They want to sell that item. They want the buyers to see that item. They're live right then and there on the app. So if you have any questions, you can ask them right away, like it, and maybe they'll send you an offer. So I just think it's so crucial to share your closet every single day. During the party hours would be excellent, but I personally think any time throughout the day is better than not sharing at all. Okay, the very last one, number 5, is listing consistently. So I have a bad habit of not listing consistently, because when I thrift, I like to just put it all up on my Poshmark Closet at once because I get so excited. But I've heard a lot of different things, and I've tested it out, and I agree with this theory, that when you list a couple of items every single day, you will see an increase of traffic, an increase meaning like people sharing your items, people following you, people liking your items. You will see an increase in purchases, meaning more money. And that's what we're all here for, is to make more money on Poshmark. Our side hustle, some people call it. So I really think sharing, oh my gosh, I talk about sharing way too much on YouTube for Poshmark because it's so important. But I really truly think that listing consistently will help increase your sales. And I am trying to get into the habit of not just posting everything at once, but spreading it out throughout each day. So maybe do 1 item per day, maybe do 2 items per day. Some people do that have a crazy amount of not crazy, but a lot of items, like thousands of items, list like 10 per day, 20 per day. But if you are doing this part-time, you might not have enough to do 10 a day. Like, I don't have enough items to do 10 a day. I might be able to do 1 a day. I might be able to do 2 a day. So breaking it up and spreading out how much you're listing per day will also help increase sales. And the reason for that, from what I've heard and what I believe, because I tested out the theory, is that when you're posting more items like consistently throughout each day, you are almost like, with the Poshmark algorithm, from what I've heard, it helps boost that algorithm for your closet because you're consistently bringing new inventory to the app. So it almost like refreshes your page, brings more people, and guys, more listings means more money, means more items for more people, more buyers to spend their money on your closet. So that's kind of like the gist of behind spreading out your listings to make it 1 per day or however many per day. And I have noticed when I did that, a huge increase in traffic and sales. So that's the whole point. That's how you make the money on Poshmark. You want to get that consistency. And that's another thing. It just makes your sales more consistent. All of the full-time buyers, full-time Poshers that I follow that post consistently every single day have consistent sales every single day. So I truly think that that would be number 5 of the top 5 tips to make more money on Poshmark. So I hope you guys found that informative. That is everything that I have as far as my 5 tips. If you have any questions at all on anything that I talked about, I know I talk really fast when I get excited, but I just love Poshmark so much. But if you guys have any questions on anything that I talked about, or if you want me to check out your closet and just help you guys out a little bit, please feel free to either contact me through Poshmark, email me, comment on the YouTube section, comment section below. Now, if you are not on the Poshmark app and you are encouraged and motivated through my little speech I just had, please check out the link that's in my description box below. That link will have you head right into Poshmark, and that will get you guys started. So definitely use my link in the description box below. I would greatly appreciate that. And like I said, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys learned anything new. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I make a ton of content on how to increase your sales on Poshmark. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button if you guys want to learn more. We have such a great community over here, and I thoroughly enjoy making these videos and helping other people out. So stay tuned for another video very soon. I'm going to be doing some thrifting hauls and more tips and tricks on how to increase your sales on Poshmark. So thank you guys so much again, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.